Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Coronation Street heartbreak for Paul Foreman as he suffers devastating health blow. Coronation Street's Paul Foreman just has months left to live as his motor neuron disease worsens, and he struggles to live a normal day-to-day life. Coronation Street's Paul Foreman, Peter Ash, is set to suffer another setback to his health as he takes another fall. Paul has been trying to live life to the fullest after knowing that he has just 3 to 6 months to live, coming to terms with his diagnosis. Official spoilers reveal that the residents of Weatherfield will help Paul as much as he can during his final months. However, as Paul is adamant about doing things independently, he falls and is left helpless on the floor for a second time. In upcoming scenes, Paul is thrilled as Summer Spellman, Harriet Bibby, reveals her big surprise as her uni lecturer has offered to take Paul for a spin in his motorbike sidecar later. Summer's tutor, Dewey, turns up with a motorbike but no sidecar, and they are left in an awkward predicament. Summer and Billy Mayhew, Daniel Brocklebank, strain to lift Paul onto the pillion instead, dangling helplessly. A humiliated Paul orders them to put him down and is left feeling embarrassed, leaving Billy to suggest a holiday. Later, Paul's voice talker apparatus is delivered and he nervously uses the app to play some of his pre-recorded phrases. When Billy reveals the cost of travel insurance is extortionate due to Paul's condition, Paul insists they forget about the holiday. In the Rovers, Gemma Winter-Brown, Dolly Rose Campbell, and David Platt, Jack P. Shepard, learn of Paul's aborted holiday and decide to cheer him up with some jugs of sangria. After a fun afternoon, David helps a drunk Paul back to the flat, but Paul sends him home as Moses. Michael Fadigan, his new carer, is due any minute. With no sign of Moses, and bursting for a wee, Paul drags himself to his wheelchair, but crashes to the floor. How will he get out of his predicament? Could somebody rush to him for help in time? Despite being skeptical of Moses at first, Paul comes around to the idea of him being his new helper. But it isn't just Paul who is left impressed with Moses. Coronation Street's producer Ian MacLeod previously teased that Todd Grimshaw, Gareth Pierce, would become smitten with him. Speaking to Express.co.uk and other press, he said, "There's a dalliance for Todd, but it arrives at quite a poor time. And the person with whom he has the connection is probably not ideal in terms of the situation that Todd meets them in. At this time, it's only a little test drive of his relationship with this person. It's not very long running, but we thought that if we like what we see, it might go on to be long running later on."